that
wet.
shit's kind of hot.
It's kind of wet.
It's just kind of hot though. Did you get the slurp? No ASMR, no
I ain't
ASMR.
slurping on here, bro. What's up with that?
Oh my! Listen, bro, it would have been perfect for my intro to this, but I'll save that for later. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Gunpla and the Goonies, and we are the Goonies, brought to you by Baja Yaha Blast. There's enough of it in there to fucking fuel you to go to space. So Goonies are trying to get you there, baby. Let's go. Sponsor us. We love you. Let's bring the boys in. Steve took a sip, so I'm gonna be polite and not let him die. Goose, what it do, baby boy?
As I was properly renamed before we hit record, it's your boy G Diddy here slurping down the Baja Bleezy, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's another day, getting cooler and colder. Less sun in the sky.
You said less sun in the sky. It's Castlevania reference. Relax. The
2
Messiah
weeks,
is
baby.
coming.
Hey, shit. 2 weeks, some clocks going back, baby.
Oh, shit, bro. What up, Steve? What it do, baby?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what fucking timeline I'm in right now. I don't know.
We got chains, we got silkies, we got hoodies on. Life's good right
It's
now.
getting cold, baby.
It's getting cold. And Muggs, how are you today? You looking very warm over there.
Dude, I'm fucking hot as shit, man. I just want to show off this trip, and it was a mistake.
No, it's hot. No,
We're going to start undressing in the middle of the episode. This fucking robe is warm as fuck.
This episode is sponsored by OnlyFans. This my man Muggs.
I might let a little
man.
something slip to get our ratings up, man. I ain't below it. I ain't above it.
Oh my god, bro. You know, this is the perfect segment to, what I'm about to say here. The meat and potatoes, as I always say to this goddamn episode, why we all gather here today. Gundam, pain in my rectum. Because it was a pain in my ass to fucking watch this shit, nigga. I knew you were gonna like that shit. I knew it. I was like, flying the wall, rubbing my hands together like they gonna like this shit.
Did anybody else have their own titles for this? Because mine was, what was it? Final Mobile Suit Fantasy Gundam.
The spirit within.
Yeah.
The spirit of vengeance within.
Requiem for the Spirit Within Vengeance.
Mobile suit admin children.
It was worse than that. Dude, I was gonna say that later on, but yeah, let's go.
Oh, I fucking
Just
love
leave
it here.
having children alone. That was a good movie, okay?
It was really
Bro.
good. I enjoyed
Guys,
watching that one.
And I had no thought progress of we should contact Sony or somebody at Square Enix for this. They were like, no, we got this shit. Let's rip it, baby.
So, yeah, we got Square Enix at home. This is what we got.
Bro booed up Kingdom Hearts and we're like, we got this shit.
Hey, listen. Kingdom Hearts fucking cutscenes are great, bro.
I know.
They killed that shit.
Oh my god, bro. I mean, listen, it's cool, right? I mean, Muggs, how do you feel about it?
Oh,
How
man,
do you feel about it?
I loved it, dude. I thought it was great.
Now, it takes place in UC, which I know a lot of people are happy about. I don't have no problem with it. I think it's more gritty. I kind of got like 08th and Mess Team kind of vibes, low key. Like more often than not, like that was kind of like the tone and the vibe I got from this series. So that's why I was like, all right, cool. Like I can fuck with this. How did you guys feel about the introduction to it? Like there was a lot of hype, and do you think it lived up to the hype? Do you think it was kind of just like it's all right,
I mean, I think early on we knew what we were getting into. I mean, they mentioned it was in Unreal 4. He had mentioned that his inspiration was MSO8's team. We saw the suits pretty early on, so I feel like going into it, I knew what I was going into for the most part.
So no disappointment.
Well, no, no. I mean, my expectations were met as far as what I had previously known.
Okay.
I would say it lived up to the hype and even did better, to be honest. I expected this to be 100% worse.
For
I will
real.
be completely
okay.
honest. I thought this was going to be 100% worse. I have my gripes with it, but it's funny you said that because I said the same thing to Goose prior to recording. I was like, it reminds me of like 08 MS team, like same same type of situation. It was very like very just war, but like we seen a lot of the characters and stuff like that interacting and stuff like that. So
It was like World War II MSO8 team, like how like MSO8 team is Vietnam. This felt like World War II like version of that.
I gotta agree with you there.
How do you feel?
I mean, it was all right. Like literally, it's. I mean, like I can't say it was great. Like there wasn't anything that was there that I was like, "Hey, yo, that was fucking so sick, bro." Like I want to see that again. But there wasn't anything that was there that I was like, "This is so trash. I'm so mad I watched it." You know, like
Okay.
it was fair. Like, I mean, what was our last UC entry? Wasn't it pretty much? If not
shit.
Dylan's
Kukuru's
Island. Or Kukuru's. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kukuru's Island.
I
And
think that was the last one.
yeah, then Hathaway would have been right before that one. I'm assuming. So, I mean, out of the three of those, I mean, it's a little different too, since it's like the 3D animation. So I don't know. It's different. It's not horrible, but it's got its shit. Like I said, we'll probably break it down here some. You know, I'll probably complain about some shit. You know, but it's all right.
I also wanted to throw in there before we get like deeper into it. I also we talked about before we even got on here, like it was more of the Xeon vibe versus the Federation, and it reminded me of Thunderbolt. Like Thunderbolt's the same way. Like it's fucking like we see it from Xeon's perspective. Like Federations are scumbags and they do scumbag shit. You know, Xeon's not fucking clean either. But you know, at the end of the day, everyone do some dirty shit. So it's cool to see it from that perspective. It's cool to see. I think this is a little bit more like darker than like most others kind of show. Like it was like cold blooded at certain points. Like it was just like damn. Like but it's war. You know, it's war. Like
it didn't feel like a shonen, right? Like it didn't feel like here's a boy thrown into a fucking tough situation. How is he gonna handle it? You know, with the power of friendship and fucking love and all that bullshit. Like. It was like straight up like, here's fucking war, here's how fucking ugly it is. Like,
I mean, didn't they try to do this too? Steve, you can correct me. With the what is that shit? With the Alex Gundam or Tristan, whatever one that failed. Was it Twilight Axis when it was more of an adult narrative?
Yeah.
And they didn't want to have kids, not have kids, but like seeing it, like you throw a kid in a mobile suit, and it's like we get the Kira Yamato and the Domonkashu. I love them, but like this was like adult shit.
Yeah, well, it was almost too. It's like usually you are watching it from the perspective of the young pilot. This was an adult facing a kid in a mobile suit. Like, but
we're gonna talk about that too. Yeah,
if I remember correctly, I don't even think she knew it was a kid, right? At first.
I think later on when if I'm not mistaken, when the kid gives her the watch, because isn't she like a new type or something like that too?
Yeah.
She was able to like perceive and like as soon as they touch hands, she knew like this is the Gundam pilot.
Yeah, but she didn't know like immediately right away that the kid was in it.
I mean, the kid was filthy, and the kid was cold blooded as fuck. Like that's probably one of the most like just seeing the kid just like destroying fucking suits, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's just sitting there all fucking hormoned up too. Like every time he's menacing, he's just, I'll fucking kill you, bitch.
Even when they were talking in the final battle, he's just like, no. You're gonna attack us again. Like, oh, okay, relax, buddy, relax.
Any more pilots like Lane from Hathaway, where he's like, I don't listen to my commander. Fuck you. gives homie back to fucking Mafty.
Bro said 1v1 me right now. That's the teenage drama I want. Do you have a favorite episode? I'll start like that. Because honestly, I don't feel like we could everyone's gonna watch this. Go watch this, you'll enjoy it, we all agree. But like, did you have a favorite episode, or is there something that you want to say, like, to me, this is what I gravitated towards or stood out?
I'll go first. I like the episode with the base attack. Like where they rebuild the Zaku's in the hangar and shit like that. I like that episode a lot. I thought that was really cool, seeing the GM and all them fight, and I thought that was a really cool episode.
Okay. I'll go next because I'll let my boys marinate over there. You guys are going to hate me, but it's going to be the last episode. But it's going to be, enjoy the maybe this was just them like paying homage to it, but it was the same thing with Oath MS team where Xeon was trying to escape, and that's why what my boy stayed behind and shit to give him more time to get out of there. And sadly, I don't think they got out of there at all as well, right? You know, Oath MS team. I think they tried to get back to space and like they got shot down.
Yeah, at the end with the Absolus and shit like that. I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
But this one they made it out.
Because I know there was the goof flight types and shit.
Exactly. So it could be, it's been a while since I watched it, but it was cool to me to see that kind of like take place again. Yeah. But you got like somewhat like a better, something still like, I think one of them got destroyed. So you still had a better outcome than what the last circumstance was. And, I don't know. Like, I definitely want to know what you guys dislike about it, but what about you, Muggs? Okay.
I think I have to go with Steve too. That whole base, it all just like, I don't know. It was fucking cool as shit. It was rad to see the gym pop up, and then like, I don't know. It felt like a fucking appropriate mobile suit fight. Like it was super like, I don't know. It just felt like two robots fighting it, or four robots fighting each other. I did like the last episode too, though. Like, I don't know, the whole story really hit home at the end there with like the fucking her like trying to talk the kid down, finally talking the kid down, and the fucking kid gets killed by the fucking goof, and it was just like
it lets you know though,
shit,
like
dude.
You can't let your guard down around war. Like that shit, like just because you made one friend on the battlefield, you made 1,000 enemies. Like that shit is like you took so many, you just killed his like wife or whatever the fuck it was. Like, you just killed Shorty, and then you're like, we good now.
And, like, you can't be mad at the goof for, like, getting vengeance.
Oh, hell
but,
no,
like,
bro, revenge.
Like, you also can't fucking deny that, like, the chick is right. Like, enough is enough, dude. Like...
And it's a fucking kid.
Yeah, we're just trying to stop. Like, you're just a kid. Like, just let us fucking go. And, like, go do your fucking thing. And, like, the way he saves her and shit, like... As soon as he finds out he's a mom and shit, and he was, like, had that little bit of humanity and was like... Fuck.
Well, hold on. He could have just pushed her out of the way and not had it fall on him either, though.
Bro, but
like come that on, was kind of
a Gundam. It's Gundanium. Come on,
bro. He's fast. He's fast as fuck. Like
he's fast.
You've seen how fast he was any other time. You're telling me he couldn't have like drop kicked her to the side, get her out of the way, and lived? Like, I mean, I don't know. That was just kind of.
He did live though. But... He just got crushed a little bit.
I'm with Steve on that one.
Yeah, I mean, but he could have totally avoided being, whatever.
Listen,
that's my only thing. Like
he's fast. He's not smart.
Yeah,
fast. Sonic's fast, but
he's fast as
Sonic
fuck,
does dumb shit too. Goose, I want you to go because Steve brought up a good point of things he did not like, and I want to get into things I did not like as well.
Well, yeah. So as far as things I did like, the two main factors are going to be. Number one, they had goofs. If they didn't have fucking goofs, if they didn't have some type of cool mobile suit in this show, or at least a good-looking mobile suit in this show, it would have been a lot worse on my scale. But the goofs redeemed this show as far as anything aesthetically pleasing goes. As far as suit design. And then one of the things I like about the UC, that like... I don't know. I've only ever seen it in like some Evangelion stuff and shit like that. But even though it's fantasy, I really enjoy the surrealism, like of like how people and gravity and things react. Like they move like giant mobile suits. It's not like in Seed or Wing or something else like that where they're zipping and zooming around and or doing
just in there
doing fucking karate moves and shit like that. I mean, like there's all types of different things they do outside of the UC and even sometimes in the UC. But like, I really do enjoy how real it tries to keep the fantasy, so that is one thing about it, like the physics and just how the suits move and react to one another, and seeing shit melt's always cool. I'm always a fan of that. But
shit melting is cool.
I don't understand how you're gonna melt the whole fucking side of a Zaku off, and Homeboy's like, get another arm on that thing. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, you just got fully assembled arms laying around.
What the fuck?
How do you even lift that, dude? How do you?
Yeah, the Hulk, bro. Chill, bro. All right. I'm glad that Goose put that out there because that shit had me crying. This shit had me crying, bro. Some of the logic in this had me like a little baffled, low key. Like thing I disliked about it. All right, Shorty says to Kiddo, "Hey, let's stop fighting. I got a kid. I got a son. Nonetheless, you feel me? Let me go back home, raise my child, be the mother I should be." Plot twist, I don't even go back to fucking space. I stay and save other kids and raise them as my own. Like, what the fuck?
She said, "I'm gonna fight." I thought that meant she still was gonna keep fighting for and being in Zaku's and stuff.
Bro, but like you said to homie, I just want to go back to space. You get the chance to live. You know what? Space ain't feeling it right now. You just told bro to give your watch to your kid, and this kid's like, "Fuck, mom's cooked."
Well, I feel like if that kid wouldn't have died, she probably would have. But I feel like that was like the traumatizing like thing that then she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stay in this war till it's done." Like, I mean,
No.
it didn't make sense, but like I feel like
That's what got me. I was just like, wait, what?
To make it make sense in my head, it was that fucking like, all right, she's just like super traumatized. Like she's not ready to go back home yet. She's gonna fucking stick this bullshit out.
Well, and that's kind of like the message behind Gundam too, is how like war affects children and stuff like that. Like
So
that's
now-
like one of the big themes in it. So it's like, okay, yeah, it ties it all in. Like, you know, now she's in it for the kids. You know,
But now
hashtag
her
save the
kid's gonna
kids.
be a Gundam pilot now. Kid's gonna go to the Federation. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the plot
Bro,
twist.
I could have sworn
Stop.
that was
Stop.
gonna be the fucking plot though. Did anybody else feel like that fucking
Yeah.
Gundam pilot was gonna be your kid?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be
100%.
kind of cool. Mom, what are you doing here? No.
Like got brainwashed and like stolen and brainwashed. Grandma and
I mean-
Grandpa were in the Federation and brought him over. Like it would have been
Especially
kind
when
of
they
like,
touched hands, like I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, all right, like it's something else got to like, like
yeah.
no. I don't know, bro. But we talked about this too. I made fun of the Akira slide they did in this. If you notice it, right in the comments below. But there's a lot of references to other fucking shows and Gundam series and shit. And one that come to reference to me is what is it? Stardust Memory, when they fucking Gato snuck into the fucking base and they were behind enemy lines and shit. That's what they did here, and I was like, all right, that's pretty dope. Pretty dope. So, I don't know. Do you find any other references there? Do you guys see anything else that was like, oh shit, I've seen that before?
I'm uneducated in that manner, so no.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey, bro, I don't watch that many of the
I watched
Gundam
4
shows,
out of
bro.
6 episodes. What are you talking about?
Well, wasn't one of the dude that talked her into doing the fucking mission to go steal the gem? He was in something else, isn't he?
Oh shit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Damn, see, it's like
Fucking know
Will's
that.
World over this shit.
But that was like the what was he again? I'll look it up real quick.
I don't
See,
know.
but this takes place within the 1 year war, obviously. So like other shit's going on. Like 08th MS team was still taking place in the 1 year war, just other shit was going on. So it's interesting to see like even the doctor said it, you know?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know like what part, like, so obviously it's part of the UC timeline, so it's Thunderbolt. Is this like same instance where it's like Thunderbolt's timeline? Because the GMs looked a little different, but I think those were like
The
different
GMs looked-
GMs and like
That
way
shit looked
different. You know what I
high-tech.
mean?
That
So-
shit was crazy.
Do we have like 3 different storylines now in the UC of timeline shit, or what? You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Like another alternate one? Which should be
That's
fine,
one thing I was
right?
thinking
Like,
about. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. It's usually they do what they want anyway. Like fucking, my favorite series doesn't even matter to most people. But I digress. Where's my fucking G Gundam movie, guys? What the fuck?
I think they did a lot of like. I actually really enjoyed the design of the mobile suits. I know you guys like people
The
can say what they
GM won me
want.
over. The GM
Yeah,
won me
GM
over.
was
That shit was
sweet.
cool, nigga. That shit, pew 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 pew. I was like, oh yeah.
Like I like all the extra panels and stuff like that they had on them, and all this like even when they're doing in the last episode the close up of the goof and stuff like that, looking at its shoulders and stuff and its head, it had like a bunch of different panels, and I was like, that shit is crazy sweet, man. Like It was really
I think it
nice that
made
they paid that
sense.
much attention to detail on those mobile suits. Everything with the mobile suits, I think, looked amazing. All the
Yeah.
fights
Mhm.
were
Yeah.
like top notch. My biggest complaint is pretty much just the characters, man. Their mouths didn't match up to
God.
shit that they were saying, dude. They were just like,
So-
it was weird, man. It was weird as fuck, dude.
Fucking NPCs, dude.
I'm gonna have to try and watch it in a different language and see if it lines up better or something, because that shit is fucked up. That is
I
like
heard it
Godzilla
doesn't.
1940 shit, bro.
Yep.
I don't know what was going on.
So I'm guessing you answered my next question for the boys here. You don't want to see another one like this? An Unreal Engine?
I would be cool with it, honestly.
I don't want to see. Well, I would rather another anime, but I would fucking love for a sequel to this. And I feel like they set one up where there couldn't be, and they have all those assets in there. And I feel like the hype is there for the people that enjoy it. So I'm gonna be honest, man. I really hope we do see more in this world, the Requiem for Vengeance fucking world, dude.
I mean, it's
Okay.
got decent ratings right now. I think it's like a 6.8 or something like that when I last
You
looked
think
it up.
this is going to bring in new Gundam like fans?
They should
Like
hold
Witcher
on, hold on,
Mercury.
hold on. They
Oh,
should,
yeah,
hold
dude.
on. Hold on. They should do this like damn it, now I forgot. Go ahead.
But you said yeah? You think it's going to be not as big? I don't think it's going to be as big as Witcher Mercury, like bringing in people. I
No.
think it's going to definitely like help the cause for Gundam, if that makes sense. Like Netflix already has a healthy like amount of Gundam shit on there, so I think this just kind of like, and they just dropped the Seed movie too earlier. What, like September, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
That was like September 1st.
Well, I feel
So
like
you
this
got
could
that.
bring in a different type of person too. Somebody who doesn't even like anime but likes war
Yes.
would really dig this. And
Mm-hmm.
especially just to like jump back on Steve's point with the suits, like the real world like components of the suits, like the fucking there's a name for the armor, but like the little packs that they had all on the shields and shit, like when the beam hits it and it just
Zimmerman?
explodes that one piece. Yeah,
Yep.
like those aspects of it, I could see some armor dudes like being like, you know what, the Gundam's kind of fucking cool actually. Yeah, I watched that Requiem for a Vengeance video game and it was neat.
Video game. I mean,
Uh,
everything makes sense too. Like you said, Muggs. Like the beam saber cut the shield, but then it like revealed like another like I guess like section of it, and then she like blew up the bottom. Like it was so cool to see everything like works in tandem versus just like we just put it here because it looks nice, or like there's no reasoning
There's
behind it.
application. There's like real world applications to
Exactly.
everything on the suits. Yeah.
And I was talking to Goose right before this too. Well, it was probably maybe an hour before we recorded, but like when they would fall down, you seen how heavy they were, and they would like use their jets to try and soften it, and then they would use it to get themselves up. Like you don't really see that a whole lot in the anime.
No.
I don't feel like either. It's just
Bro,
kind of
they
like,
just hop the
oh,
fuck
mobile
up.
suits just right back up, like
Mhm.
no problem, bro. And like it was
Fucking-
like that is a heavy piece of machinery. Like it was very realistic in a non-realistic
Bruh,
world.
IDO be doing backflips, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's
doing backflips.
somersaults and shit.
That's real.
Running on fucking its legs and its arms like a fucking animal. Like,
Wait.
hold on.
Well, and like seeing the eye, like I love to like the eye movements of everything and
Mhm.
like the subtle like how things would fucking move. Like it all felt very like if this was gonna be a thing, if Gundams and Zaku's were real, I feel like that's about what it would look like, you know, like with high technology and shit like that.
Give Elon like another 10 years, bro. We got the robots in the house, so we're good.
So
We're
iRobot's
getting
already
some-
happening. Tesla's already happening, bro. It's over, bro. I'm gonna get me one. Start breaking up my blunts for me. I'm like, yo, you already know what time. I wanted to sing like the dude in fucking Castlevania though when I come in the house. That's what I want every time. All right. If you don't know, you know. Castlevania rocks. But I don't know, bro. Like Goose, I know I keep stopping you, and I know you probably got so much to say. How do you feel about this, bro? Like, do you think, because I don't know, this, you put me on to Final Fantasy, so this made me kind of like I was like, this shit just flashing me back right now. Like, what do you think? Like, how do you think they did compared to like, I don't know, like other shows?
I was gonna
and
say, bro,
movies?
they're okay. you were asking them like, will we want to see another one of these or what? Okay. Yeah, if they did this shit like Armored Core, where you don't sew a fucking single person, like that shit would rock.
I didn't think about that.
The way Armored Core ran it, where you don't ever see a single character,
Yeah.
but there's still a fucking storyline to it, and all you see is mechs. Like if they would have done that with this, that shit would have been clean. It would have been great all the way through. I think the characters, because like one of the big issues with the characters is like they lack a lot of backstory. Like I don't give a fuck that any of these Red Wolf dudes died because they didn't tell me shit about them before they got there, and half of those dudes. They look like discarded Monster Hunter fucking character models to me for some reason, especially the dude with the fucking especially the dude with the fucking hair on the side right there,
dude.
I'm like, this nigga had monster armor on, he would be like,
100%.
Dude, it's so crazy, bro. I don't know, but other than that, I mean, it's like, I don't know, like. I feel like I've seen video game shit that looks better than this. Like Metal Gear Solid, like 2 or 3, dude. The people like talking, dude, was better than this. I'm talking like Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. The people talking and showing emotion
look
were
better
than this.
They look better than this, bro.
But they didn't do bad with the Gundams, and like I said, like. I do believe, like, with the physics and the paneling, that is a lot of work that does go into that. So I can understand a little bit of slackness on the characters and the people and their emotions and stuff. But yeah, that's as far as like aesthetically and stuff like that. That'd probably be the biggest thing. Is just next time do it without showing fucking people at all. Because
I mean, you're right though, because I feel like they focus more on the mobile suits and everything like that. Like even the environment was very like. Constructed for war, and it's like if you put all your money into that, then like you said, Goose, go the fucking Armor Core route. Just fucking give us that whole story. They even do it in the fucking games where you'll just have like a character pop up and like just have like the dialogue going on in the back and have that's more in tuned in depth versus like what we saw some throughout this one for me.
Just give us lots of inner dialogue, right? Like,
bro, like I mean,
even
like, the mobile
just the
suit
pilot
scenes
in
are
the
deep.
suit.
Yeah,
you know what I
like-
mean. Just the pilot in the suit, and that's the only time they show the pilot. That would be fucking cool.
well, and like the main shit, like a couple of the characters were like B. The main chick was like a good A, like a solid A.
Yeah.
And then everybody else was like a fucking D minus F, dude.
Trash.
But like the main character, I felt like there were some times where she was a little fucking wonky, but like they obviously put in the most work on her, and she looked really good, and she did convey some pretty good emotions sometimes. But like the fucking doctor, what the fuck were like?
Bro,
that guy
that
looked
shit pissed me off, bro.
so much.
Pissed me off, bro.
The
I
fucking
wonder what
dude
Battlefield
with the
is me to
beard,
next.
the black dude with the beard.
Oh, bro.
Like, why did they even try with his fucking mouth, dude? That shit looked fucking awful the entire fucking time.
Dude, there's one time where he sits down next to like the other guy, the general dude that the dude that looks so like it looks like he's from Ratatouille or some shit like that.
like a classic Xeon character.
Yeah, like I'm like, what the fuck does he look like that? But like he looks like
Food critic.
He looks so fucking I mean, obviously they all look fucking computer generated, but like the way he moves compared to the other guy, it's like almost you see like his pixels and shit. I'm like, dude, what is going on?
That was so frustrating. The two chicks were the best. Like,
Yes.
That's the plot.
yeah.
That's the plot.
And
the
amen
plot.
for that, dude. A fucking man for that.
I know what these gooners are watching it for, dude. I
It's
know
funny
it's
you
dude.
so speaking of women, I got something to say about this. Because hold on, now, no offense, but how is it that you get in fucking 4 different suits and they all get fucked up, and 3 of them you get the arm cut off, and you just keep living each time, and that's why you're like the best? Like, oh, she's great in a mobile suit because she don't die. The fucking mobile suit is just fucked up each time. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop getting these mobile suits fucked up. Like, you suck at this.
How many cars have you been through?
My
How many
taxes,
cars have you
goddamn it.
totaled?
Dude, like literally the last fucking 3 suits she was in, they all got their arms sliced off. I'm like, how many times am I gonna watch this happen, dude? This bitch sucks.
Are you just lucky, or does that make you? I don't know. Like that's crazy because that
fucking
means you're a bad
sucks,
driver.
dude.
That means
I
you're a
don't
bad
give a fuck,
driver.
dude.
If you
Yeah.
total 3 cars,
Dude, she sucks. I don't give a fuck.
it's no Uber for you.
Hey,
Goose said, I'm not letting her.
Dude, she lived,
no,
though.
dude, no.
Since we're
she did
complaining
leave.
about the chicks, though, the one big thing that I loved and hated about this fucking show is the episode where they fucking go get the gym and they fucking impersonate Fetty officers. She has a fucking Xeon tattoo on her fucking face. And she's trying to fucking pull off that she's a Fetty fucking soldier. Like, I was just like,
Bro.
dude, they stare at her and they're like, alright, you're gonna go. Like, but the fucking Xeon
Bro,
fucking tattoo isn't a dead-ass giveaway on top of the
Even
watch.
the watch, bro.
Yeah.
Even the watch. And bro's like, yeah. Oddly suspicious
Souvenir.
You are a
souvenir
fucking
got
child.
there.
Get back in the fucking Gundam, you little
Yeah.
idiot.
But people used to take, shit off people in war all the time.
That's
That-
true,
yeah,
but
the watch,
Like,
the watch
that
is
was a-
fine, but the
wait,
tattoo,
she was so weird about it, bro. That's what I mean. Like, it was just put, like,
Yes.
yeah.
well,
not
I'm sure
even like,
American
hell yeah, brother.
soldiers were kind of weird
Fucking-
about it too. If they dropped like their fucking Swastika watch that they took off a German soldier
bro
that they
said.
killed, and they're like, we're
not what
cool
it looks
though,
like.
right? Like, I'm taking this gold.
Hey, man, they were taking handguns and shit. Just saying. That was a thing. They be taking watches and handguns. That's a thing.
They take teeth from some people
Yeah.
too, like gold teeth and shit. Yeah.
Sick
I
of
ain't,
all
gonna lie
sorts
to you,
of
I ain't
stuff.
never taken no teeth, bro. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie
pulling
about
that
that.
sucker out.
Listen, I might just have to take you watch though. Maybe I'll be a watch guy.
Yep,
Like the
you
Predator
watch
with
guy.
watches.
That's the other thing that tied it to MSO8 team too. I kept wondering, I was like, is this gonna like? I mean, because didn't the other chick have a fucking pocket watch, a Xeon pocket watch in
Oh
MSO8
shit,
team?
she did have the fucking watch.
Yeah.
That young boy was holding on to. I love
yeah.
Ida.
Just
We're gonna
talking
get married.
another reference. Hmm.
I thought that was
Bro.
gonna tie in more, and I was like, I don't know, it didn't really, but yeah, I mean, just another way that you can obviously tell he was inspired
Well,
by MSO8
I
team.
I think it's funny too because it's just alternate timeline shit. Because the Goof team lost to the Easy 8. They smoked the Gundam in this one. Gundam lost. L for the Gundam. Bro died. So like, Goofs win.
Well, Homeboy was distracted though. That
Yeah.
I mean,
Kind
yeah,
of a cheap
that's-
shot.
Bro,
Kinda
he
a
already
cheap
about to.
shot.
Bro was about to join sides anyway with mom.
No, he
Mother?
wasn't.
I don't think he was gonna. I
Nah,
think he was
he's
just
out.
gonna let her go. But
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole ending thing was just like, I don't know, kind of.
But then they still kept.
So wait.
So war kept going on. So the kid was right anyway. The kid said, "You're not going to stop." She said, "Yes, we will." But the war continued. So
Yeah, of course they were gonna. Keep
Yeah.
going. Wait a minute. So wait, there's not gonna be another season or anything of this, is there? Was that it?
well, they left it open. They could at this point because she's still on Earth.
I think they
Um,
could go either way for sure.
They're in Africa
Yeah.
now too, right? Where
Ooh.
does the Meth team take place? Is it in
What the-
Africa? No.
No.
Or no, is it Australia? It might be Australia.
I
I
wonder-
think it's Australia.
I wonder if they would do something like switch up and show just like a different team. Like, what if they go to the Goofs and they go to the Midnight, whatever the fuck they were called?
Midnight.
Oh, that would be. I would do a goof team. That would be dope
Yeah,
as fuck.
follow the Goof team next,
Yeah.
like the Midnight whatever and shit, and see, or do some kind of faction like that. Or I wonder if we get a flip side. What if they show it from the Fetty side, and then but it's
The after effect.
Yeah.
You lost your main Gundam pilot now, so now
Yeah.
you have to get a new suit, or they're not new suit, but I guess reconstruct it because
fix
It's nothing for them to find a new kid to pilot a mobile suit.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's one thing
duh.
they're good at.
we
That's
just-
what they do.
MSO8 team happens in Southeast Asia. Like, duh, it's the
Okay.
fucking Vietnam of fucking Gundam. So of course that's where it would.
I was
take
hoping
place.
like we would have gotten like some kind of cool like shit
Some
like,
crossover thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Shiro just fucking stopped this. Like, oh, who's Shiro? Like, that'd been cool. Like, I don't know. They have the potential to do that. I think that's why UC is like the Marvel of fucking Gundam. When it comes to like, we could just fucking assemble any goddamn timeline together in UC because it's all happening at the same time.
Dude, the other thing I loved and hated about this is Goose brought him up, the fucking mutton chop guy. When he fucking says Kentucky Burby, real from Kentucky. I was just like,
It's
this
like
is
a Monster
so
Hunter.
fucking stupid, but so good at the same fucking time, dude. I
It's
loved it.
like a fucking Monster Hunter character at the tavern, bro. Before you go to a mission and shit.
And just the way he was moving, like he was an animatronic. Real Kentucky Burby from
Ryan,
Kentucky.
Well, you know where
I
they
was
put
like-
the money in it, dude. I mean, obviously,
The mobile
all the money,
suits, bro.
dude. Everything was in the mobile suits in the fight scenes. Like,
Bro, even when she was turning on everything, dropping from the fucking shit, the craft, when it was getting blown up, and you see her hitting all the switches, and everyone's getting loaded in and shit, like that shit was, I was like, yeah,
But it was
this is where all
almost
the
like
money went to.
it was almost like they were trying to show off at the part where like her and the dude are in the room together, the motherfucker with the triangle hair or whatever, when they're in the room together, and he's like pouring the drink in the glass, and it's like they're trying to show off like liquid being poured, and it's like all droplets, like fucking Reboot from fucking Cartoon Network. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
reboot,
Listen, bro.
dude. God damn it.
Listen, bro, you're a villain, bro. You're a villain. I mean, we talked about like they put all their like eggs in the basket when it comes to the Gundams, and they succeeded. It's not like they did anything, it's not like they fucked up. My favorite fight scene is gonna be when it was at the end with the whole but it was when the Heat Hawk and the actual beam saber were clashing, and you just see the reaction. It's like that shit is crazy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it back. It's when they go and they steal the GMs. And like she's protecting homeboy when he gets cut up.
Bro, the Fetty's holding up a fucking bridge with $1 billion machine, too. How fucking classic is that to, government fucking funds being used appropriately?
This is how we do it, bro. This is how
the
we
bridge
do
is
it.
tilting a little bit. Why don't we use this fucking $1 billion fucking robot to hold it up for a fucking while?
We already
Jesus.
got a kid piloting it, bro. This is chore. You're doing your chores for the day. You get in the Gundam, hold the bridge.
What'd you guys think of the beam saber though itself? Did you guys like that
Sweet.
or
Oh, that was spot on.
I
I
thought it
felt
was
like
one of
that
the-
was like
one of the
Yeah.
coolest depictions of a beam saber? I think.
Yeah, they
It
did a
wasn't,
great
like, too
job, I think,
cliche.
on that.
I thought it was gonna be like Star Wars kind of shit, low key for a second. But the way you see like the energy, just like even when he turns it off, like it was just so cool to see it just kind of dissipate. Not on some when the lightsaber shrinks
Comes
down,
back
it's like
in.
yeah, it just it makes the fucking sound. So it was cool to see it shut the fuck. We're never gonna do a Star Wars episode.
I will say too, the music was really good in it. I thought they did
Yeah.
a really fucking good
Yeah.
job. Like the intro reminded me of some Band of Brothers shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Rewatching Band of Brothers.
Speaking of which, though, and that's the other thing I didn't like about it is what is being a violinist have anything to do with being a mobile suit pilot? They just kept being like, you're the space's greatest fucking violinist. Get in that Gundam or that Zaku and show the world what you got because you're the best violinist. What else?
What the fuck?
And then that scene at
I'd
the
be
end where
fucked.
she's playing the violin and then her dress turns to blood, and it's like, what the fuck? And everybody's zombies what the fuck is this?
Trauma.
Nazi zombies, baby. Makes you want to put in some Call of Duty. Let's go.
Another reference.
They did just put Gundams in Call of Duty not too long ago.
there it is.
See, look at that.
Oh,
It all comes back
oh,
around.
shit.
It all comes back around.
Doctor Totem.
So, all right, we talked about this in another episode. Maybe in the cloud, maybe it's dropped. Who knows? This is the new Gundam, right? We were happy for this. This is cool. Do you want another UC timeline kind of thing, or do you want to go out of it? What do you want next?
Hathaway. Want the new
So wait,
Hathaway movie? That's all I want.
How long we waiting for that still? God
I don't know.
damn.
Just keep
I
waiting.
gave up.
We gave up.
It'll happen eventually.
I hope it sticks with the UC at this point, but I don't know. Can we I guess I'm cool with shit like this. I don't know what they're gonna do in the future. Witcher Mercury was their last non UC Gundam series.
We got
So-
a new IBO coming up, right? So we definitely.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we do have the new IBO coming up. I keep forgetting about that. That's what I mean with Gundam, bro. It's they say this shit and they just all right, here's a bunch of new releases and model kits you guys are gonna enjoy, and then by the time you actually remember a series is gonna drop, it's oh shit.
Yeah, that's
There
kind of
could be more releases for that.
I was all of a sudden oh, this is dropping right now. Okay, let's
Mhm.
roll.
So I mean that's I guess the fun part about it, because we're gonna get a bunch of new suits with it as well. Do you think that the series suits look better than the actual model kits? Because now seeing a lot of people reviewing them, I'm not picking this shit up. Like, I'm not picking one up. Like, to me, it's just nah. Oh, the series is cool though.
I would if they did they announce a goof for it?
They did a couple of the Zaku's.
Goose, you're
I
muted.
don't know. I don't know not yet. But I'm waiting for it. Waiting to see it.
If they do
I will.
goof, I'm
I'll
picking one
get
up.
it. Yeah,
I'll
same.
probably get the Gundam too.
No.
Dude, I'm
I
doing
want to
that.
see the articulation for the Gundam.
I'm doing that Zaku, the one that had the fucking red top. I'm buying the Zaku, and I'm doing like I'm sorry, I was gonna get these the second I saw them. I really like the fucking Zaku design, dude. I'm a huge fan of it.
Are we getting a gun tank model? Because those are gun tanks, right? Or those are not gun tanks?
Oh, those early gun tanks were cool as shit too. Speaking
like
of which,
those were kind of cool. They were
Yeah.
all like just fucking like grunt looking shit. So I was like, all right, that's kind of dope.
the
Like,
Zaku tanks, I hope they do. That would be cool.
Dude, these are the same people that did Love, Death, and Robots. I don't know if you guys ever watched
No
that.
shit, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, if you want to see some good CGI shit, dude, Love, Death, and Robots fucks so fucking hard. Jesus, dude. There's
So
some
at
like
least they
there's some
fucking did
stinkers in there, but there's a
Some
ton of good
stinkers.
ones, dude.
When they worked on Final Fantasy 16?
Which
Yeah.
one's that one?
Safe House. They were. It looks like they worked with Square Enix on Final Fantasy 16. Sorry, I'm.
That's why. That's why they didn't call them. They were like, we good.
Hmm.
We watched up Kingdom Hearts. We can do this. Don't worry.
Ouch.
We can do this now. Kingdom Hearts 4. Where are you? Where are you?
Are people saying bad things about the suits, about the kits?
I don't know. I don't think
I've only
so.
seen like the Gundam reviews. I haven't seen people review the Zaku's. So
What are
Some
they saying
people just
about
don't like that
Gundam?
design though. Too. They're
Well,
just
that's
like
the
it
thing.
looks fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
want to see
okay,
what the
whatever.
articulation is for the Zaku because it looks like it's. I don't know, like you want it to be realistic, but I feel like it's gonna be still like enough to where it can do it. Like it can do justice for it. Like I'm thinking of the scene where the Zaku cuts the gun tank in half, but the way it like kind of like Mario jumps in a sense, like that shit kind of got me kind of mad. But I was like, it's realistic though. Like it's not gonna be able to fully just like move like a human and just like swing its arm like that. So I think that's kind of cool that it maybe the suits may actually like pay homage to the series that way versus kind of being like too hyper articulated. If that makes sense.
There's just enough articulation to where it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like the if I'm I'm gonna go with the Zaku's from the high mobility line or whatever. Those shits can like glide, like the way you could bend the legs and shit. That shit is crazy. But that's not gonna happen in the series like this, where this is like so like this is 1 year war shit. This is early fucking mobile suits.
Well, that one, I guess we didn't see it like do too many crazy fucking moves, but the Gundam fucking
The Gundam,
Oh, it was
that
he
shit
was
going, bro.
moving though.
yeah. So
He was moving. Okay. The one thing you just reminded me, the one thing that pissed me off though, is when Shorty cut the fucking bullet in half with the like that shit made me so fucking mad, bro.
I love that
was
shit,
like,
dude.
nah, bro. She said, shoom. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
it says new type abilities, baby.
It's so cool to see that like even like the Xeon forces had like new types, but like it was just like I guess like I feel like the Federation always like test it and like they always have to like subject their fucking new types in a sense, like, but Xeon is just like you're already been piloting and it's just like you had the ability or have the ability, so it's just like, but shit don't change though unless like I guess like maybe you're more pronounced or like have a higher rank. But like she's only just like a grunt kind of shorty. Like I'm just a grunt chick. I have like a team that got massacred, but like I just get to stay on under the radar. She's a fucking new type. You would think they would be like, yo, we're gonna put you in like a Psycho Zaku kind of experimental shit. And
Well, it
like,
seemed like the Zaku, even though the goofs seemed more badass, it seemed like they were making the Zaku's like the best they got right now. Like they
That
didn't
is-
have
see-
anything better than the Zaku 2 at the moment.
and that's the thing with Xeon too. If I'm not mistaken, shout out to Kakarot197, watch his videos. Xeon always seemed to be putting like scraps together to get a fucking mobile suit up, versus the Federation always just having $1 billion shit and just being like, yo, we got it, we can just build a new one. So like I feel like that is like a part of it too, where it's like we're just putting anything we can together at this point in the war too, like just to
Probably
get it
more-
working.
Probably more Earthnoids paying taxes than Space Noids.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn taxes, dude. Telling
Taxes
you.
exist in Gundam. Taxes exist in any
Fucking
timeline.
Xeon's out there in an '88 Chevy truck, and fucking fatties are zooming around in a Nissan Z. Fucking
You fucking can't, bro.
did
All right.
the Gundam grow on you guys at all? Because I know everybody was not very stoked on the Gundam design
like it.
when it first
I mean,
came
the
out.
anime, like this one, yes. Like,
But in the
like,
show, did it
seeing
grow on you?
Yeah, the
I-
show sold it for me.
I think I mean, I like the Zaku more than I did before, actually. But
I mean,
I didn't
yeah.
really care for the Zaku too much. I like the Zaku now a lot more. I think the Gundam
Mm.
looks great, and I think the way they did the show looks great. The model kit looks good to me, so I got
Okay.
no complaints with that.
Okay. I think the
I
problem.
think.
Oh, go ahead, Goose.
Oh, say sorry. I think the Zaku looks like shit, and I have since I've seen it. I think the Gundam, the model kit, I don't know why, but it does not look good. But in the show, it looks better than it does as a model kit. And
it looks
then
like slimmer to me.
yeah,
like in the
there's something
show.
about it. The goof is the star of the show. That thing is fucking beautiful. I love how they did, like Steve said earlier, like all the paneling on the shoulders and stuff, and just the way it looked was that's my shit.
See, I think the problem with the Zaku model is in the show, like it looks amazing because it has all those real world applications on it. But on the model, it's all just like printed on there and it
Yes.
looks kind of fucking butt. But like the fucking customizer in me is just like, oh, I'll make it look good. Like I'll make all that
Oh, yeah.
dumb shit all over it look fucking cool. Like throw that shit at me. But I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen one in the wild yet, so.
I want one of the gems. I just
Fuck
feel
yeah.
like those were like
Mhm.
really like even they said it like these are way more advanced than our Zaku's, and you could just tell like that was like I don't know if they do a second one, I would think the Gundam would look more like along not like that, but like pushing to that technology. Even when you saw like the face camera, how it like rotated up. Like that was like some next level shit to me. So I was like, I would love to see like a suit kind of incorporate that.
Dude, could you imagine specifically the two Fetty suits in Master Grade form? Like to be able to get all the detail out of the Gundam and out of the gym in a
That would be
like
fucking.
in a Master Grade. I think that would look so fucking cool, dude.
And this just puts more shit in Bandai's fucking pocket because they could do a fucking Furcaw. Let me stop. But you never know. They could do whatever they fucking want. They could just fucking do a real grade, a master grade. They can really like this. Just puts more out
Dude.
there for them.
They could touch Zeta with this, and I bet that would go
But that's
crazy
insane.
if they got like a realistic looking more like Zeta or something like that, or a Mark II that was
Especially-
like super realistic, dude. I mean, they got a lot that they could do with this. I don't think like people are going to complain no matter what. That's just the
100%.
nature of people.
100%.
But like they could do a lot with this. Like they just need to, you know, keep doing what they're doing with the mobile suit fights and a little more of that.
Well, and they need to sell. I mean, obviously, they need to just sell fucking shit too, right? Like,
Yeah.
if the kits sell well, which I'm glad to hear they're in Target because I feel like that's going to grab more
They hit
casual
last
people.
time. They hit last time when they did Target, so I think that's just gonna be.
Between like it being on Netflix and it being in Target, like it is a
Mhm.
very like approachable show right now and they're hitting a larger market than like Witch from Mercury did because that's still on
True.
Crunchyroll, and unless you're into anime,
You're
you're not gonna
really...
fucking see Witch from Mercury. Like,
How many episodes? 24. You got 6 here.
yeah,
Little
and
short story kind of vibe.
I think with the
They do best.
the sheer surprise that they're getting, like I've seen some people not dig it, but the majority of people that I've seen that
Yes.
watch it are like, I am pleasantly surprised. I did not expect it, and I think that's going to be a bigger selling point than anything else that Gundam has put out in a while as far as shows go. Like, so yeah, I hope, dude, I'm with you, Steve. I hope they do more, and like I said, I'd love to see these suits that are already in the show. I'd love to see them in more detail because the high grades are fun and cool, and we can do some cool shit with them. But like,
Right.
just to get like a clean out of the box master grade of that gym, dude, would be fucking cool as shit, dude. So fucking cool.
I agree.
All right.
I want that goof though. I'm with Goose. I want that goof, dude. We
On the
need,
whole line, dude.
that goof. We
Yeah.
need that as a model kit. RG,
Well-
bro. Goof like that.
Ooh.
Oh
Shit.
my god,
Shit.
dude. Nasty. Sick with it, dude.
Stop. People, let us
Filthy.
know down below. Let us know down below what you guys want to see, what you are maybe hoping for. Maybe there's a season 2. We never know what the fuck you're gonna get with a season 2. But you know, in the alphabet, V stands for vengeance. So fucking you know, R stands for Requiem. So I don't know, bro.
It reminds me of, it makes me think of Kanye when he said that shit to whatever. Then he was like, I don't know, I just thought that sounded cool.
Yeah.
How
When I
many,
see him,
how many,
he's gonna
He'll
see
see
me.
me before I see him, I'll tell you that.
stop! I saw Kanye in Tokyo today, and that just influenced me to just go a little rant. But
You know what they say?
Shut the.
Never drink milk on a Sunday. You know?
I want someone to quote that. All right, I want y'all to do it. What are you rating this? How many Requiems you giving this?
I'm gonna give it
6.57.
What the fuck?
6.57 out of what? Out of how many Requiems?
Out of 10. Yeah,
6 out of
10
10?
Requiems. Yeah. 6 out of 10. 6 to 7 out of 10. I'll give it that.
Widowy, how many Requiems you giving
Widowy.
this?
What away, princess. This gets a 607.
What the frick? Only a 6 or 7? What the heck?
What away?
What
What the frick?
What the
What the
frick?
sigma?
With the Sigma.
The sigma?
Just out of the sheer amount of like how surprised I enjoyed it, like I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
dude, like the things that sucked about it sucked, but not enough to take me away from the rest of it. So I'll give it a solid 8.
I think I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 7.5. You know, that's how many pocket watches I'm giving it. 7.5 pocket watches. Final Fantasy did it better, so that's how I feel. But the robots are fucking dope. Listen, if you gave me the Final Fantasy character models with the robots, this shit would have been 10 out of 10
Oh,
would
dude.
recommend. This shit would have been hard. Like, so, you know, that's all I'm just...
Crazy ass spikes everywhere.
Shit. You already got the guy with the fucking beard. You could have did it. You could have
Dude.
did it.
A buster sword, but like it being like a beam saber, bro. That shit would be crazy.
See, take notes. we stop. So yeah, Goose, I'm interested to see what you're gonna give it.
I'm probably going to be the lowest here with a 5.526. It's kind of mid, man. It's almost a little less than mid because, like I said, really quick rundown. First off, you give me no fucking backstory on any of these dudes in this like whack ass team, so I don't give a fuck. Any of them die. Suck ass LaShawn too at the end, including suck ass LaShawn. I'm not the most invested in UC, so when 80% of your fucking Gundam designs are kind of trash, I'm not going to be that hype about it. And then, like I said, if they would have ran it a little more like an Armor Core thing, if you would have just shown me mobile suits and machines and shit, and not people, kind of would have been like, hey, yo, this is fucking hella tight. But, you know, other than that, it's 5.5 to 6.
That's not. I was
LaShawn.
expecting lower, man.
It's mid. It's like I said, it could have been better.
A true
but-
mid. Yeah, you ranked it a true mid.
So if we would have had like an episode of backstory, do you think it would have been better? I still
Episode.
stand
I
with.
would have given it a 6.5.
I
Almost
think
a 7.
I still think that they do their best stories in short format, and I'm sticking with that.
I mean, they could have did 8 episodes. 8's an even number. You know they like even numbers. They could have did that. 8 episodes
see-
wouldn't have been too much.
You bring up like Armor Core, and it's like I don't give a fuck about the people. Like I don't
give a fuck about
I
the
agree
people.
with you. Like it would have been nice to have some backstory, but at the same time, I was like, okay, cool, they're dead. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep going.
Yeah, even like one fucking bullshit flashback episode, half of an episode flashback of you meeting. When the fuck did you meet LaShawn? Did you ever go to a cookout at fucking LaShawn's house, or did you
She
just
saved
fucking
him.
Exactly.
She shaved
like,
him, bro. That's why she went back to Africa, bro. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
dude.
trying
Oh
to.
my
I'm
shit.
trying like. Who are these other? Because that other dude, not the dude with the sideburns that looked like he was from Monster Hunter, but the other dude looked like a fucking Final Fantasy 15 or 16 character almost with the ear piercings and
Dante.
shit. Dante's Inferno, or the Devil May Cry. Yeah. I mean, like, fuck, dude. So, like, you know, where the fuck does she meet these people? When, you know, what makes them the fucking Red Wolves? Like, what, you know, what the fuck is the matter of any of this?
I was about to say an inappropriate joke. Never mind.
Or at least, like, more badassery from them, because they did, like, for being the Red Wolves, they're so fucking cool. The Red Wolves
is a Zaku. Look at the head. It has, like, two, like, ear things.
Yeah, but they got fucking smoked in, like, the first fucking episode,
green ones,
right?
Too. They're all the Red Wolves.
Yeah, but she's the leader, dude. It was, you know.
What's the purpose of having fucking nets on your shoulder for? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna have people
trap
hanging
somebody,
off of it?
Bro, I don't know.
You're gonna pull
when somebody jumps on there.
I was wondering about. There's like, you know, I'm like, okay, it's military, it's war, but you know, like, what the fuck is some of this shit? Like that was one of them. There's like a net on a shoulder, and I'm like,
well, what if somebody's got to like get on? You know
that's
what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Well, you got to carry a bunch of people on the shoulder.
Yeah, when she got up, she's like, hold on.
Tattoo Baddie could barely hold on to that gym, but she would have been fine on that Zaku.
Yeah. That's a fishnet Zaku for you. Saving the day.
Got eagles in space, bro. Eagles in space.
Let her live. That's her Twitch fucking stream name, Red Wolf. I'm fucking done.
She's doing hot tub streams in the Zaku, bro. I'm done.
Oh, fuck it. We gotta
I'm saying I would sub, but I mean, I would sub.
No, I want them to do the fucking NPC fucking TikTok shit. Oh, thank you, a rose. Oh, thank you.
That's what they did look
Real
like.
Kentucky Bourbon. Bourbon, right from Kentucky.
This is why Earth's important.
I think we just found Mug's new job. He's gonna do that. He's gonna yum yum yum. Kentucky Bourbon. Kentucky Bourbon. Yum yum yum.
Oh my fucking god. We need to do more episodes like this. We're gonna do a fucking Patreon episode. You fuckers gonna have to pay for it because we're gonna really do funny shit. We're gonna do some funny shit, but we're not gonna get canceled yet. Not again. Not again. Not again.
You're not one of those Goonies, are you?
Of course, you're a Goonie. That's why.
You can try.
But once we bid you fuckers adieu, you know, you guys are gonna fucking go night-night. But before we do that, where can you find us at? You can find us at Gunpla and the Goonies. But where can you find the shining star individually gleaming and glistening? Yeah, you like that? You like that? You can find Steve. Steve, where can they find you at?
XXL_new type on Instagram.
Damn, bro. Hit that shit out.
Hit that shit.
Gotta get high for this. Mugs. Damn, you hit yours too. Where can the people find you at?
Meatbug_studio. Probably in Steve's basement, honestly.
You can find me at Gumblegoon, where I post robots because all the boys were vaping, so I wanted to be like them. And Goose, where can they find you getting loose at?
Find me, the G Diddler, always over at Grandfather Goose on Instagram.
That's what we like to see. Go watch you Gundam Pain in my Requiem. Out now. Fucking, because that shit is a pain. That shit's a pain in my fucking rectum, bro. Word to my mother. But it's fun. It's cool. Shut the fuck up. Go watch it. And until next time, fucking Space Noids, Zaku rule, Federation drools. Ah.